I'm quoting, Hutchison committed perjury when she lied under oath to the Select Committee. Cheney pushed back on Lauterbach's report in a statement to Fox News Digital, saying the report, quote, intentionally disregards the truth and the Select Committee's tremendous weight of evidence. Yeah, but there's a ton of stuff that was destroyed, Liz. How do you explain that? Who was involved in that? Who had knowledge of that? It seems to me that's very important information. January 6th showed Donald Trump for who he really is, Cheney said. And cruel and okay, whatever. Then she goes on rambling. That has nothing to do with what these allegations are aimed at you. Liz Cheney, Benny Thompson, the other reprobates on this committee. You're being accused of witness tampering. You're being accused of obstruction in your provision of information to the Department of Justice, to the special prosecutor. You plead not guilty. But what the committee is saying is you need to be investigated, you need to be brought under oath in front of a grand jury, and your statements need to be tested. That's what they're saying. Do you have a problem with that, Liz? That would be more due process than you gave anybody on your committee. The report confirms numerous stories reported by Just the News over the last 2 years that have substantially changed the public's understanding of that tragic day, including, bullet, the Select Committee failed to preserve significant evidence from its investigation. More than 1 terabyte of data in total. That includes missing videos of witness interviews. I might add that we have followed Congressman Loudermilk from the beginning here and have done a very comprehensive job of reporting what he has been finding. Bullet, star witness Cassidy Hutchison made significant material changes to her original testimony with the help of Vice Chair Cheney in a errata sheet where she introduced new narratives, some that conflicted with Secret Service testimony. Bullet, Speaker Pelosi took some responsibility for not ensuring adequate Capitol security in unaired footage recorded as part of the HBO documentary being made by her daughter. We never saw that from the committee, did we? Bullet, Department of Defense officials delayed the deployment of National Guard at the Capitol despite standing orders from President Trump to keep his speech in the Capitol safe. Lauterbach accompanied the interim report with a personal letter to his House colleagues saying his review of the Democrats' January 6th committee provided evidence that Congress had ventured into the business of misleading Americans for political gain and imploring them to help reverse that dynamic. He wrote, quote, Americans expect and deserve a government that is small in size, limited in scope, fully accountable to the people as our founders intended. The actions of some elected officials and certain government bureaucrats, the aftermath of January 6, 2021, are evidence of how we have ventured far away from those basic principles of our constitutional republic. We will keep an eye on this. This is something I've been talking about,
Welcome, everybody.
The facts have been collected by the committee. The fact is a ton of information was destroyed. The fact is that this committee unanimously voted and asked the United States Department of Justice to bring criminal charges against...
Ain't no snow here. We're just trying to get home.
Cause protection, particularly if you're withholding potential information that would have been useful to Donald Trump and his co-defendant. Exculpatory information, other information. And I do think Liz Cheney and Ben Thompson and the rest of them need to be questioned under oath. Jamie Raskin, about what they knew and about the destruction of information. And I don't know why anybody would oppose that, especially them. You saw the Federal Reserve days after President Trump's victory, they lowered the interest rates. We've talked about this. Not doing a hell of a lot of good. The stock market has lost value. I think it's 9 days in a row, maybe it's 10 days in a row. That's the first time since Jimmy Carter. The economy is not growing in any effective way. Inflation is growing, the highest level it's been in 4 months. It's intransigent. And the economy is hurting. You see the prices keep going up and up and up. You're seeing shifts in the markets. That's why I'm urging everyone to diversify. You've got to look at your own money, whether it's a bank account, whether it's a pension, whether it's your salary. You've got to decide, what am I going to do with this?
Mark Levin. Mark.
Diversification is the answer. Gold has weathered every kind of economic downturn throughout history. Diversification with some gold is a good idea. I'd do it. I want you to call our friends at Advantage Gold. It's the only gold company.
All right. We're not doing ads for them, though. Mark Levin, yeah. He's a good guy. I like him. He's a little bit crazy sometimes. But so is Alex. And the rest of the people that I follow.
It's 800-900-8000. Tell them Mark Levin sent you. Call him now. Performance may vary. You should always consult your financial and tax professional. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin.
No, it's not that foggy. My windshield is foggy. It is a little bit foggy, but
Specials from Jimmy Fallon.
Thank you so much for listening. I love this time of year.
Christmas Eve, Mariah Carey. Every Monday, deck the halls with a little bit of me. Pentatonics and more. That's Christmas. Plus over 20 pop-up holiday channels full of endless cheer. Just search Holiday to feel the joy on the Sirius XM app.
Price based on the monthly billing for a 10-year term policy for a healthy, non-smoking 44-year-old male paid active for training.
Dude, guess how much I paid for a $1 million term life insurance policy?
Gotta be at least $150 a month.
Wrong, my friend. I got coverage through Ethos. Only $69 a month, and I didn't need a medical exam. Just answered a few easy health questions.
That's impressive. But I'm shocked you have life insurance.
But you don't? Come on, man. You have a wife and kids. What if something happens to you? Trust me, or better yet, check out some of their reviews. Ethos is A+ rated on the BBB and excellent on Trustpilot. Once you sign up, they can start your coverage the same day with policies as low as $1 a day.
Wow, I'm sold. I'm signing up right now. Ethos, a fast and easy online experience. Policies for every budget and up to $2 million in term coverage with no medical exam. Just a few health questions. Get your free quote at applyethos.com. E for easy, E for ethos. At applyethos.com. That's applyethos.com.
Hello, I'm Mike Huckabee. President Trump has made history and is back in the White House. And your kids need to know what this means for their future and our country. That's why they need the Kids Guide to President Trump. This fun guide will teach your kids all about President Trump's accomplishments and his plan to save America and make it great again. And right now, I want you to have it for free.
To order, visit kidswanttrump.com. That's kidswanttrump.com. Visit kidswanttrump.com now.
Attention, if you owe money to the IRS, this is an urgent message. The IRS is cracking down, sending out heart-stopping collection letters, aggressively garnishing paychecks, seizing bank accounts, and putting liens on homes and businesses. They call it enforced compliance, and you better watch out because penalties and interest on unpaid taxes compound daily, making it even harder to get out of debt. Don't let tax debt destroy your life. You need to call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. They're experts in the Fresh Start Initiative. If you qualify, you could save thousands. Optima's resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. They'll fight on your behalf, helping to put your tax problems to rest. Call the tax professionals at Optima now for a free consultation.
Call 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892. 800-611-8892.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Even if you think it's a bit overhyped, AI is suddenly everywhere, from self-driving cars to molecular medicine to business efficiency. If it's not in your industry yet, it's coming fast. But AI needs a lot of speed and computing power, so how do you compete without costs spiraling out of control? Time to upgrade to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, or OCI. OCI is a blazing fast and secure platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, plus all your AI and machine learning workloads. OCI costs 50% less for computing and 80% less for networking, so you're saving a pile of money. Thousands of businesses have already upgraded to it.
I'm sorry, but Zatarans is the best shit. I love Zatarans.
Is offering to cut your current cloud bill in half if you move to OCI. For new U.S. customers with a minimum financial commitment. Offer ends December 31st, 2024. See if your company qualifies for this special offer at oracle.com/patriot. That's oracle.com/patriot.
Individual freedom, the right to bear arms.
We are
Sirius XM Patriot.
Channel 125.
Conservative principles live here.
to get over for this guy. He's pushing on me.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Finally back.
talking about litigation. President Trump
Still moving close.
really won that case because the ABC News and George Stephanopoulos settled for $15 million plus $1 million. My calculation, that's $16 million. Because they accused him of being convicted of rape. He was not convicted of rape. But there are other individuals who said the same thing. You know, you've got people like Acosta running around and goes, you know, we're going to stand up to this ABC News buckle. Now, they committed libel. They committed libel. And this is the fairest way to hold people like you punk, responsible. It's not a war on the free press. It's a war on lying scum. But ABC News, George Stephanopoulos weren't the only one. You're about to hear a flash montage with George Conway, Representative Greg Landsman, Democrat, Ohio, Amicia Cross, MSNBC, Brittany Cooper, MSNBC, Abby Phillip, and others. Cut 11, go.
If you don't want to be held liable for rape like Donald Trump has, don't grab the woman's genitalia. If you don't want to be held liable for defaming the woman that you raped, don't keep lying about what you did.
Trump is unfit for office. He tried to overturn an election. That alone is disqualifying. And not to mention the fact that a court held him liable for rape, that he's a convicted felon.
At the end of the day, what we know from Donald Trump is that he has over 24 credible allegations of sexual assault. We know that he was found liable for rape. We know that this is somebody who has a long-standing history of being aggressive towards women. But the question that I have is, why do we have a significant swath of the country that is so ready to give the democracy away for a man who is a criminal, has been civilly held liable for rape? He's a terrible businessman.
I'll take those concerns seriously if you also express concerns about the allegations. He's been found liable for rape. Donald
Sexual assault. That's the same thing.
Okay, so that's also true. So we're not going to litigate those other things, but you can't just pick and choose.
Wow. You know, Donald Trump could get rich all over again by suing these people. And they're arrogant about it. They're arrogant about it. Donald Trump was not convicted of rape, and yet that was the accusation. And that was the accusation. And George Conway, as I understand, there was one story out there that he was one of the ones behind the case that was brought. If I'm wrong, George is free to call the show and have a discussion with me, which of course he'll never do. He's a coward. But nonetheless, we can straighten that out. So, George, what do you think, George Conway? You think you're liable for millions of dollars because you intentionally stated that Donald Trump was convicted of rape? Can we play that again at the top there, Mr. Producer, what George Conway actually said? Go ahead.
If you don't want to be held liable for rape like Donald Trump has, don't grab the woman's genitalia.
Okay, stop right there. There you go. Pretty black and white, don't you think? Yeah, I think so. So he could be subjected to a libel suit. I think he should be, given his conduct in the dark shadow and under the radar, trying to take out Trump and other people. Time to expose that guy. Greg Landsman, Democrat, Ohio, he's another one. Cross at MSNBC, I don't even think she's there anymore. I'm mixing her up with somebody. That doesn't really matter. Brittany Cooper, Abby Phillip. Well, they were even corrected. But this Bakari Solar said that's the same thing. So that's the same thing. So when Tara Reid was molested by Joe Biden in a dark hallway on Capitol Hill, when she was about 27 years old, a staffer, really naive about the ways of Washington, where Lord senators are hiding behind every, what is it? Behind every door, I guess. How come she wasn't believed? How come Joe Biden wasn't called a rapist by these people? Huh? How come? They don't care about all the women sold into sex slavery on the Southern border. They openly support an open border. They supported him. They backed Bill Clinton right to the end, despite the fact Juanita Broaddus accused him of rape. Others accused him of molestation. Didn't matter. He's their guy. Doesn't matter. Ted Kennedy, Chappaquiddick, his brutal treatment of women.
Double down.
Was a drunk, may I say with all due respect. They loved Ted Kennedy, the Lion of the Senate. And we have all kinds of people in the media. We're a bunch of ghouls and slime.
It didn't even happen, though. That's what's crazy.
You know,
it didn't happen.
A whole bunch
it did
more.
not happen. Not that
That
way, anyway. She's just pissed
Donald
off.
Trump won that case, big case. I think you ought to sue George Conway. But I don't advise them. They can do what they want. But there's Conway. That was black and white. What he said was pretty obvious. He was held liable for rape, the words to that effect, which is not true. Hey, Georgie, I recommend you get on one of your TV shows and apologize as fast as you can. That's my recommendation. I'll be right back.
Will do.
Are you like millions of Americans who avoided filing their taxes this year because you were afraid you would owe the IRS thousands, tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars? You don't need to be afraid anymore. Tax Relief Advocates has the solution. We can file your back tax years and maybe able to reduce or even eliminate what you owe. With over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, we've helped over 100,000 Americans just like you permanently and painlessly resolve their IRS debt. Resolution specialist is waiting to speak to you now, who will let you know what tax debt reduction you may qualify for. Don't wait. Manage your tax nightmare today by visiting TRA.com. Tax Relief Hotline now to see what you qualify for at 800-511-6984. 800-511-6984. Again, that's 800-511-6984. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you're in an area that's going to get a dose of winter, you need to protect your diesel with Howe's Diesel Treat starting today. When used at every fill, Diesel Treat is guaranteed to prevent jelly, remove water, and
I'm gonna read all that when I get stopped. I can't keep up with guys.
perform its best. And if you're crazy cold temps, make sure you have a safety net. Howe's Diesel Lifeline. Keep it on hand for jelly or icing emergencies. It's a lifesaver that's sure to get you up and running in 15 minutes or less.
Did you know your life insurance is an asset you can sell? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. For almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. And at AbacusBase.com, we've created a free policy value calculator so you can find out the worth of your policy for just seconds. There are no fees and no obligations. Get real value for your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Learn more at AbacusBase.com.
Coming up, Stacey on the Right, I'm joined by Jessica Alon Patterson, chairwoman of the California Republican Party, to discuss Governor Newsom's attempts to Trump-proof California before President Trump takes office.
Listen live weekdays at 9 p.m. East on Sirius XM Patriot.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jason Weidert. Some policy news.
Hey, Claiborne, good to see you, brother.
Sales rose 0.7% in November, according to the latest report from the Commerce Department. It's a healthy gain from October's half-point increase. Sales at auto dealers jumped 2.6%, driving most of the gain. Analysts say that likely reflected a need for new cars in parts of the country slammed by Hurricane Helene. With consumers in the early phase of the holiday shopping season, sales rose modestly for sporting goods, furniture, electronics, and building materials, while spending was down for groceries and at restaurants and bars. Jennifer King, Washington.
Magnitude 7.3 earthquake just off the coast of Vanuatu, causing widespread destruction in that South Pacific island nation. Reporter Dan McGarry.
I did speak with a police officer at the gate of Villa Central Hospital. He told me that there was one confirmed fatality, and I saw for myself a mass casualty treatment center being set up outside the emergency ward of the hospital. I saw multiple people with serious injuries there, some of them screaming in pain.
All Also at townhall.com, Lisa Dwyer reporting on arrests made in connection to a drone attack that killed 3 U.S. troops.
2 men, including a dual Iranian-American citizen, have been arrested on charges that they exported sensitive technology to Iran. 3 U.S. soldiers from Georgia were killed in the January 28th drone attack on a U.S. outpost in northeastern Jordan, when 40 others were also injured. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
Grubhub will pay $25 million to settle a dispute over alleged deceptive business practices with the Illinois Attorney General and the Federal Trade Commission.
Good to hear that,
Claiborne. Customers about delivery costs and the benefits of a Grubhub subscription. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Right now, with an important alert, home title fraud is one of the fastest growing white-collar crimes in the country. Criminals can make millions on your house without you even knowing it. Michael, you were one of those criminals?
Yeah, that's right. I was responsible for about $60 million in equity theft and title fraud.
Wow.
And to be honest, it was easy to do. It's just paperwork. So by the time you find out what's happening, the equity in your home is already gone.
So how do you keep your property and equity safe? For more, here's Action News reporter Ron Stevens.
Well, Monica, an in-depth investigation found there's actually just one company that prevents this type of crime from happening: Equity Protect. Equity Protect scans, monitors, alerts, and most importantly, protects you from any attempts to tamper with or steal your home equity and ownership 24 hours a day. Other companies merely monitor. Equity Protect stops the crime from happening. Find out if you're already a victim or take a free risk assessment today at equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. Bible.
As you listen to this next report, it just may take you down memory lane. And as we hit a new year, more works of art suddenly become public domain. Here's Keith Peters.
Popeye the Sailor and the Belgian boy reporter Tintin lead the cast of characters and works of art becoming public domain in 2025. On January 1st, 2025, the U.S. copyright expires on creations from 1929. That means the early versions of the comic characters can be used without permission or payment. They'll be joined by the novels of Farewell to Arms from Ernest Hemingway and The Sound and the Fury by William Faulkner. Other titles include songs from Cole Porter, early films from Alfred Hitchcock and the Marx Brothers, and several more films starring Mickey Mouse, whose earliest incarnation became public domain last year. Keith Peters reporting.
Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com.
This holiday season, treat everyone to rich, decadent brownies from Vermont Brownie Company. Hi, I'm Shauna Litsky, founder of Vermont Brownie Company. When I started over 15 years ago, I had one goal in mind: to make the best brownies around using the freshest ingredients. Today, we have lots of delicious flavors, including maple toffee crunch, peanut butter, and our award-winning dark chocolate chip
No canned chicken. Sorry.
World-renowned chef Bobby Flay.
You can get fresh chicken from so many places.
Ingredients and individually wrapped for freshness and sharing. Every Vermont brownie gift ships free in fun holiday packaging. We also have great options.
You just have to put some work into it. Here we go. We're pumping it. We hit 100 before I let the gas go, so I had light.
California Closets. We did it for Deborah, and we can do it for you because we know you differently. Schedule your free design consultation now at 800-CAL Closets or CaliforniaClosets.com.
My rib, hey, it only hurts when I cough or laugh. That was stupid. Yeah, I know. We all know that was stupid. I knew right after it was stupid. Alright, we're home. Let me check the mailbox because the wife doesn't always check it. Yeah, she did. There's mail here. No, it's not going to happen. That can better be empty right there. I know I put it out late, but I didn't see him out there yet. I'll check it in the morning. Dream something tomorrow, we'll see. But it's a big Christmas party tomorrow. I'm taking the next day off. So, love you guys. Have a great night. Peace.